up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. So today I created this look for you guys. It is a full holiday glam, perfect for a party, and it is all drugstore, and it is all 100% Wet n Wild products, and it looks fantastic. So I really hope that y'all enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's get started, and I really want to say thank you to Wet n Wild for sponsoring this video. I am so grateful for that. I know that I've had a couple videos sponsored the last couple months. I really hope that you're okay with that. I've been able to work with brands that I've loved for years, and I didn't want to give up these opportunities because if you haven't watched me for the last couple years, you know that I love these brands and I'm not getting paid to say anything that I don't want to say. I would have done this video anyways, so I hope that you don't take this the wrong way and you are just kind of happy for me because I can't wait to show you guys this look. Like always, y'all know I love going in with brow gel first, tinted brow gel that is, and I absolutely love this one. So this is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara, and I do have the shade Nothing But Brunette. This is really pigmented, and it is also makes your eyebrows really hard, like your brows don't go anywhere. This is actually my third tube because it is so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill my brows in as much as I can with the brow mascara, and I will just touch them up with the brow pencil. So the trick to this brow routine is to let the brow gel dry. So I'm gonna let that dry for a couple minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, so for the brow pencil, I'll be using the micro brow pencil, and I do have the shade Brunette. And as you guys can see, this is one of those tiny pencils that you can be really precise with, and it also has a spoolie. Alright, and I'm just going to fill in the rest of the little gaps that I have. But now that I have that brow gel, I don't really have to do much other than like really just detail. And this brow pencil is really nice because it's a good consistency. It's not overly pigmented to where it will make your eyebrows like too harsh, but it's also not super dry to where you're just tugging on your skin. Definitely comment down below if you have started doing this brow routine that I'm doing, the tinted brow gel first, or if you have already been doing it before I even showed you guys. I would love to know who's doing it, and let me know if you like it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with concealer and set it with some loose powder. I will talk more about these products later in the video, but I will be using the PhotoFocus Concealer in the shade Light Medium Beige and the Wet n Wild Loose Powder in Translucent. Alright, so I am so excited to show you guys the palette that we are working with. It is this beautiful, huge, and awesome palette. So this is the Wet n Wild 40 palette, and first of all, this is the packaging. The cardboard is like a soft touch, and the letters are metallic. Look at this palette. Oh my god, there are endless possibilities in this palette. So this is a palette that's in celebration of their 40th anniversary, and it is a 40 shade palette. It has really soft mattes, rich shades, and gleaming shimmers. It is super pigmented, and it is seamless for blendability, and it lasts all day long, and the shades can be used wet and dry. So this palette is only $19.99, so it is super affordable, and you do get so many shades, different formulas, and it's a really nice palette, and it's very thin and sleek, so you can travel with it. By the way, this palette is limited edition, so if you want it, get your hands on it. Okay, so these are the shades that I am drawn the most to. So these shades don't have any names, so I'm just going to be pointing at them, and let's get started. Alright, so first I'm going to mix these two shades, which is like a very light peachy shade, and then more of a tan, warm, neutral shade. And I'm going to put that all over the crease, smoking it out from inner to outer corner. Okay, with the smaller blending brush, I'm going to go in with this beautiful like mauve shade, but I'm also going to mix it with, it's also mauve shade, but it's a little bit darker. I'm going to put that right under the crease as well as the outer corner. So as you guys can see, I am emphasizing it on the outer corner, but I'm still bringing it all the way to the inner corner, so we have that color on both sides. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to take the crease shades again just to blend out the edges. Okay, now I'm gonna take a flat brush and wet it, and I'm gonna use that gold shade to cut half of the crease. So to deepen up the outer corner, I'm going to take this chocolate brown and the shade above it, and I'm going to start working it in the eye. And then to highlight under the brow bone, I'm going to take this matte shade. It is a cream matte shade. It has a little bit of a yellow tint. Okay, so I went ahead and just cleaned up the edges, and now I'm gonna do some liner. So I'll be using the MegaLiner, and I do have the shade Black Noir, and this is just a felt tip liquid liner. It's really, really pigmented, and it lasts all day. You guys know I'm not very good at wings, so I'm just gonna do a very baby wing. This eyeliner is actually really easy to use because it's really pigmented right off the bat, so you don't have to be going over and over again to get the pigmentation. So to prime the face, I'm actually going to be using one of my favorite products from Wet n Wild. It is the PhotoFocus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water, so you can actually prep your skin, you can also set it and refresh your makeup. So for these, they do have rose, they have cucumber and coconut, but I actually had to buy a brand new one because I already finished my first rose one that I ever bought. While this dries a little bit, I'm actually going to pop on some lashes, and I'll be right back and we can move on to the foundation. So for foundation, I'll be using the PhotoFocus foundation in the shade Desert Beige. This is a full coverage foundation. It dries down matte. It lasts all day. I think by now everyone has tried this foundation. This is like bulletproof. And the applicator is a spatula, which I actually really enjoy because you don't have to get like your hands dirty or your fingers. The formula is really, really thin. Like this is really easy to blend out. It doesn't ever look streaky because again, it's very thin, but it's very pigmented. So it's kind of like a win-win. All right, so this is what the foundation looks like. So now we're gonna cover up these under eye circles. And I'll be using the PhotoFocus Concealer, and I have the shade Light Medium Beige. All the products in the PhotoFocus line, they photograph really well and also under different colors of light. So obviously this is a little bit light, but it's because we're also going to highlight since this is going to be a very dramatic look. All right, and now to set that, I'm going to use this ginormous setting powder. Guys, you get so much product for your money. This is the PhotoFocus Loose Setting Powder, and I do have the shade Translucent. I think this is like the biggest setting powder that I own. It's so crazy how much product they give you for the price. And this powder is under $10 and you literally get so much. So let us just set everywhere that we put concealer. And as you see, once you put that powder, it kind of makes everything blend together. It doesn't look as like stark white. It makes everything look a little more seamless. I'm gonna contour with, you guys know this is one of my favorite products. This is the MegaGlo Contouring Palette. This one specifically is in the shade Caramel Toffee, but Dulce de Leche has also been like my ride or die for years. I literally use this over my high-end contouring palettes, and that says a lot. So I'm gonna take a light hand because this can get really pigmented or really light depending on how much pressure you put. But no matter how you do it, it always blends out seamlessly. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour my cheeks and then kind of bring it up to the temples. And also the jawline. And then I'm gonna do something that I don't do very often, but why not? I'm gonna use the yellow side, and I'm actually going to cut my contour just to make it a little bit more dramatic since it is a holiday look. And the cool thing about this palette is that the powders are so soft that you can easily bake with them because you can pick up a lot of product. So I really like them. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know how much I freaking love these contour palettes. Snatched. I have two bronzers to show you guys because I am extra, but first I am going to give my face some color with the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and this is in the shade What Shady Beaches. So I'm just going to go over my contour. This is a lot warmer than the other one, so I'm going to use that to give myself some color. And then I'm also gonna bring it up to my forehead. The forehead is like how you make the tan look more realistic, because we actually are always darker on our forehead anyways, because that's where the sun hits us the most. I love using a very, very shimmery bronzer as a topper, and Wet n Wild has a really cool product. So this is the PAC-MAN Power Pellets, and obviously from their PAC-MAN collection, and they are like very shimmery balls of bronzer, and they're really pigmented, so you want to go in with a light hand, and I like to put it over my bronzer to give it like a beautiful, beautiful glow. Look at that. It makes your cheekbones pop, and it starts the glow before the highlight even gets here. See how beautiful it made that sharp line? Let's go ahead and just finish out the eyes so that we can finish off with the blush, the highlighter, and then the lip color. So I'm actually gonna take those two shades, the chocolate brown and the one on top, to really define my lower lash line. And then with a smaller brush, I'm gonna take those two shades that we used on the crease just to smoke it out. And for the inner corner, I'm going to use this shade, which is like a very light rose gold. And I will be wetting my brush. Wow, this shade is looking really, really beautiful in here. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and take that and highlight the brow bone as well. So I'm going to go pop on some mascara on the bottom lashes, and then we can finish off the face and the rest of the look. So for blush, we'll be using the Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. These, I'm sure you know by now, are really, really pigmented blushes. They're very inexpensive, and this shade is actually like one of my holy grails. I used to wear this every single day in college because it's amazing. They are very, very pigmented, but they do blend really well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the cheekbones. And I also like to put it on my nose. You guys know I like that sunburnt look. Okay, so for highlight, I do have another product that, just like the loose powder, I cannot believe how much product you get in this for the price. And it's also really, really good. And it's loose highlight. So this is gonna last you your literal whole life. So they do have a couple of shades. I like the shade I Am So Lit. It is more of a champagne shade. It is super, super pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way. So you have to go in with a really light hand because these are literally so pigmented. You can get such a blinding highlight with it. Look at that. That looks so holiday to me. It's just a blinding highlight is just holiday to me. Oh! So for lips, I have two options. I have their really super long lip liners that are only 99 cents. And then I have their lip liners that are retractable. I love them both, but I think I'm going to use the pencil one because I like the shade better with the lip that I'm going to put on. So this is in the shade 712 Willow. So this is like what a regular lip liner looks like. Their pencil ones are so long and they're under $1. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips and also fill it in. This looks a little too peachy for this look. You know what? I'm just going to mix. So I'm using the retractable one, and this one is in the shade Bear to Comment. It is a nudie but more pink shade. So this is the Megalast Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick. So it's not technically a gloss, but it is a high shine lipstick, and I absolutely love their Megalast Catsuit liquid lipsticks in matte. The cool thing about these is they have a really nice applicator. As you guys can see, it's kind of like a scoop, and it puts a lot of product on the wand. Ooh. Ooh, I love this shade. It's a really good consistency. It's not really thin or really thick, and it's not sticky at all. I guess it's because it's not a gloss. It's just a high shine liquid lipstick that doesn't dry down. I also think this shade would look awesome with a very dark brown lip liner. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I absolutely love how it turned out, and it's so crazy that this whole face of makeup, I used one of the most affordable brands out there, and they're from the drugstore and they're amazing. So I do have a code for you guys. Let me give it to y'all. I don't make money off this code whatsoever. This is just for you guys to enjoy a little discount. The coupon code is right here. It is for 25% off. I will also put it in my description box, and I will link a link to where you guys could purchase all the products that I talked about today. So just remember, Wet n Wild is available at wetandwildbeauty.com, also Ulta, and major food and drug retailers. Alright guys, so definitely put that coupon to a good use. Get some of these goodies. I hope that you guys saw some new products or gave you guys inspiration for a holiday look. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.